Hello everyone! You voted on what card to talk about next, and the clear winner is Nat Pagle. Now I already talked about Nat in one of the Q&As, but apparently not a lot of people caught that Q&A. You voted for it, so let's begin, shall we?
I can wait and fish all day.
Nat Pagle, inventor of the Auto Angler 3000, the Extendo Pole 3000 and the Luromatic 2099, he's named after a senior game designer at Blizzard Entertainment. This designer is named Pat Nagel, and apparently Pat enjoys fishing and drinking just like this character. Now within Warcraft, within the lore, we find Nat Pagle play a role in nearly every expansion, and it's clear that he's the best fisherman in the world of Warcraft. He even sells you special baits when you return his measurement tape to him, and this bait used to allow players to fish up and kill Gazranka in Zul'Gurub, which was a special boss.
Ha! Caught one!
During the Burning Crusade, they added a questline in which Nat Pagle helped us out with taking on Tefir. Tefir used to attack Fedamore frequently because he's attracted to shiny lights, so the people at Fedamore they decided to turn off the lighthouse, and now they found an old book which spoke about Tefir. To make sure that these stories are real, that Tefir is not just a myth, we were sent to talk with Nat Pagle, and of course, Nat Pagle knew that this was the truth. So we prepared ourselves, we lit the lighthouse, and we took out Tefir. Nat doesn't just sit on his butt and fish all day either. He was there during the Cataclysm to help us out with defending Safria's Roost in Mount Hyjal, and with Mr. Pandaria, he moved his fishing operations to Pandaria itself. Now, with Warlords of Draenor, you can prove yourself worthy and bring Nat Pagle over to fish your garrison, or you can send him away on missions because he became a follower in the garrison. That's basically what Nat Pagle has done in the storyline, but there are two more things worth mentioning about this character. First of all, you can find Nat in the Caverns of Time, where he's fishing with a character named Hal McAllister in Old South Shore. That's nothing special on its own, but the conversation that they have is rather interesting. Apparently, Nat Pagle is having some weird dreams about possible futures. One where the Prince of Lordaeron turns evil and kills his father, one dream in which Taramil falls to the undead forces, one where a gigantic demon is killed by a bunch of floating lights. And of course, we know that these dreams would eventually become a reality, so for some reason, Nat can predict, or at least dream up, the future. The second interesting thing to mention is an item that caused a whole bunch of speculation back during Classic. The item, Nat Pagle's Guide to Extreme Angling, could be found, and this book is missing most of the story except for a few lines at the end. And so, that's where you'll find the legendary sword of the Scarlet High Lord, Ashbringer. Ain't it amazing what you run into an ordinary day of fishing?
Howdy.
A legendary sword called the Ashbringer. Naturally, everybody wanted to get their hands on this weapon, and because of this item, players believed that you could somehow find it with fishing or with Nat Pagle's help, or some way, somehow, you were able to get the weapon. Of course, eventually all rumors and speculation about the book about the Ashbringer was killed when they actually added the corrupted Ashbringer as a weapon you could loot in Naxxramas, but for a while a whole bunch of people were tricked into fishing with the hopes of getting a legendary. Now with Legion coming out, most paladins will see their dreams come true and finally get that legendary blade that they desired, because the Ashbringer is going to become an artifact, but for now, that's the end of Nat Pagle's storyline. As always, ladies and gentlemen, I leave it up to you guys and girls to decide what card you want me to talk about next, so leave your suggestions down below in the comments, and perhaps your favorite card will be the next video. On screen, I've linked 2 videos if you want to keep watching some lore videos, and as always, thank you very much for watching everyone. Subscribe if you like my videos, leave a like if you enjoyed this one, and until next time guys, see ya!